Alright, what's good, everybody? Today's episode is brought to you by Get Upside, where you get paid to do something you're going to do anyway, and that's just fill up your gas tank. The process is very simple. Just download the app, open it up, find the cheapest gas near you, pump your gas, upload the receipt, and you'll get paid within 2 to 3 business days. Once you have the money in your account, you'll be able to cash out for Amazon gift cards, Lowe's gift cards, Nike gift cards, Target gift cards, Walmart gift cards, PayPal gift cards, and a host of restaurants. Oh, and did I mention the app is free? Yeah, free 99. Join using my link and you'll get an extra 15 cents per gallon cash back. The link is in the description box. Thanks for watching. Keep pounding.
What's up? This is Derek Brown of the Carolina Panthers. Shout out to Rashad and David of the Panther Nation podcast. The voice of the Panther Nation. Make sure y'all like them and subscribe. Keep pounding.
Yo, this is Panther legend Jonathan Stewart, and I just wanted to shout out to Rashad Beard and David Rhodes of Panther Nation podcast, the voice of the Panther Nation. Keep pounding.
You are now tuned into the Panther Nation podcast.
Delhomme fires to an open Smith. Steve Smith is going to go all the way. No flags down. Smith scores, and the Carolina Panthers win in overtime.
Seal, able to drop. He's intercepted by Keekly. Keekly inside the 20 to the 10 and to the end zone for another Panthers.
Welcome to the Panther Nation podcast. And here are your hosts, Rashad Beard and David Rhodes.
Panther Nation, what's good? We back. I don't think y'all heard it. Let me run it back because I was on mute. All right, let me run that back. One more time. Run it back.
Good time never seemed so good. Sweet Caroline, I believe it.
Panther Nation, what's good? What's good, Panther Nation? What's poppin'? We back. Sweet Caroline back to back, Dave. We ain't heard that in a long time, Dave. How does it feel, Dave?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm happy. I'm very thrilled that we pulled this win off. I'm a little shocked, just a little, but I'm happy that it happened.
That's fair. Yeah, man. Shout out to Perth Panther with the Robby Anderson stare. Yo, I told y'all on the live stream, Robby Anderson got shooters. Yo, he not singing. He don't know the words of Sweet Caroline, B.
He sure don't.
You think
he
Robby
don't
Anderson
look like
knows
somebody that knows the words of Sweet Caroline?
He definitely does not. Robby Anderson got shooters, B. Hey, real talk. Robby Anderson is quickly becoming one of my favorite Panthers. Dude is funny, and it's funny to see like other players interact with him because they know he's hood. So, like, nobody really he's a little guy, man. It's fun. It's just funny. If you watch the nuances, like, nobody messes with Robby, yo. Nobody. It's real funny, man. Because they know. I'm telling y'all, anybody that grows their hair like that, they know what time it is, B. But anyway, shout out to Robby Anderson. Quickly become one of my favorite Panthers. All right, Dave, other than that, how was the weekend? I know you had Daddy Daycare over there this weekend.
Oh, my God, man. You ain't got to tell me.
I see you, Dave,
you
with
not
the
have to tell
background.
me. But overall, the weekend was good. I think we had a couple things going on with regards to, I had the Daddy Daycare action rolling. I did a community service event on Friday. We had the Sigma chapter up here. Shout out to the Alpha Alpha Tau chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. They did the sleep out for the homeless. So I went and did some donations. I had a lot of clothes to give. Since, a lot of my wardrobe I can't fit anymore. So I dropped off some coats, some vests, jackets. I had this freaking dress coat that was vicious that I only got to wear like once. That goes all the way down past the knees. Somebody's
That's
gonna
funny.
have that, so can't complain.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I didn't do nothing this weekend. I put up some light strips in my daughter's bedrooms. They wanted some lights in their room, so I gave them some LED light strips in their room so they could light it up. It's lit, like literally. I had my niece over for the weekend. She's like a week old, so we had her over, so her parents could go out and relax. So it was cool. It's come to this day. It's come to that, man. That's how old we are. I'm babysitting. Well, not just me. Me and my wife was babysitting. So, yeah, man. Other than that, I ain't do nothing, man. Just enjoyed the football festivities.
Victory.
Enjoyed the W. Yeah, man. It was good times. Good times. The Panthers tried to get me wasted on the stream.
They did. Yo, just a suggestion. You gotta change the score up.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, it's got the Chargers score from last week. No big deal. Minor details.
Oh,
Hashtag
Oh, okay. On the thing. My fault.
on the page. Yeah, no big
My
deal.
fault. I forgot to change that. I got you real quick. I'll do that real quick. Good looking Dave. I updated it everywhere else but here.
Yeah, no worries. Just like I got the little background of Bank of America Stadium. Kind of looks similar to what it looked like, at the game. Well,
Yeah.
not that bad at least.
Yeah, but yeah, all right. That being said, let's jump into it. Let's jump into the content because it's a lot to talk about. It's a lot of ups, a lot of downs. But we're gonna get into it. I didn't see you.
How much downs do you have, bro?
I got four.
losers?
I got 4 downs, B. I got 4 downs. I
You're
found
tough.
some
You're a
downs,
tough
B.
critic.
Yes, I found some downs, B. For real.
You be out here finding downs.
Definitely for sure. I found some downs. All right, let's get into this presentation real quick. Cardinals. Listen, good victory. Let's get into the 5 takeaways real quick. 5 takeaways from the victory. Let's talk about them. Teddy was kept clean for the most part. Really good offensive line play, and we'll get into the offensive line a little bit later. I'll save you the details. The red zone offense. I mean, you can't get much better than what we did. I don't know exactly how many times we got to the red zone, but we scored every time except for the field goal. I think we missed a field goal, and then towards the end, it didn't really matter. But red zone offense was much better. Again, I did the if you didn't hear it or didn't look at it, go back and watch the video of where I broke down the red zone and whose fault it was. I don't think it was Joe Brady, so I rescinded. I reserved the right to rescind Joe Brady's stock down from last week because I don't think he deserved it. I think it was definitely on execution versus Joe Brady. So I gave it to execution. This week we flipped that, executed very well. Again, we still a top red zone team. We are like I think we're number 6 in getting to the red zone. The efficiency numbers are still down because of the Chargers game. But we definitely bounced back in this particular game. We're much more efficient. Got to the red zone, moved the ball pretty much at will, and we're able to execute in the red zone. We even saw Teddy Newton out there. We saw Teddy Newton. He got his Teddy Newton on, and he ran one in. Number 3, CMC is still replaceable. I tried to tell y'all that 2 games ago. And shout out to Bonnafon and Mike Davis. They definitely stepped up, especially Bonnafon. He stepped up. Mike Davis got a little banged up, and Mike Davis came in and just replaced the McCaffrey usage. And I think it's a blessing in disguise because you guys actually get to see what these guys can do. And that being said, CMC is definitely replaceable. So Dave, you got any comments on the top 3 points?
I'm not on full-fledged CMC is fully replaceable.
He is, though.
I'm more on full-fledged. We didn't have to pay CMC that money.
That's
You know
the
what I'm
same.
saying?
We saying the same thing though.
Yeah, but that's not fair because he's a much better running back than Mike Davis. It
Is
just
he,
so
though?
happens that he is.
I don't know, Dave. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he
Mike
is.
Davis looked like a beast out there. Mike Davis.
I'm
looked
not
like a
doubting that. But I mean, we're talking 2 games now, right? I mean,
True.
compared to McCaffrey, who's been averaging a much higher clip per carry than Mike Davis has,
I'm on the Mike Davis train, B.
because he's cheap.
Hey, Mike Davis out here balling, and he out there look like a bowling ball, man. He was out there like running hard. Pause, running hard. He was taking on some contact, B. I'm just telling y'all, man. And listen, I think it's a blessing in disguise because you actually get to see other guys, the balls being spread around. Not that it wasn't before, but it's just good. It's refreshing to come in and see the other guys get carries and the other guys not get carries. The other guys get targeted. It's good to see Robby Anderson getting targets. It's good to see DJ Moore getting targets. It's good to see Curtis getting targets. Had Christian McCaffrey been here, it would have been run it down Christian McCaffrey's throat, throw it to Christian McCaffrey on every opportunity we get. So it's good to see the ball being spread around, and I think it's gonna do nothing but open it up when Christian McCaffrey comes back. It's use him as a decoy. I mean, people know you're gonna go to him. Use him as a decoy. It's gonna open it up for everybody. So 16, whatever he's getting paid, we could have did something else with that money, but it's okay. At the end of the day, Christian McCaffrey getting paid. Listen, it was a business move. We needed a face, so whatever. It's all good.
Yeah,
but
that situation is what it is with regards to McCaffrey, man. They had to have a face of the franchise.
It is what it is. It is what it is. CMC's paid. There's nothing we can do about it now. It's just go and look at just look at what's happening here. We'll go over the stats later, but just look at what's happening. You don't need me to say it. Y'all like to call me out when I'm wrong, but please tell me when I'm right too. Just tell me when give me a couple pats on the back every now and then, because y'all love calling me out when I'm wrong. All right. But Dave, Kyler Murray.
This is how podcasts work, bro.
It is.
You don't get no credit.
Dave,
there's no cred.
I'm okay with that, B. I'm okay with no credit. I will call myself out on the drop of a dime, B. Flip Flop McGee in full effect. That's me, dog. I am flip flop, so I ain't worried about it. All right, Dave. Kyler Murray was contained. I mean, what's your thoughts on Kyler Murray? He did much of nothing.
No, he didn't, man. He lost me a lot of money on Sunday. And Drake.
He did much of nothing. He did get one
big run,
the 49-yard run, and that was pretty much it. I mean, he didn't throw well. He was under duress the entire game. And listen, I'll talk about it later. I'll talk about the details a little bit later. They're calling me out for KB. See, y'all getting on me for Kelvin Benjamin 1,200. Y'all give me for that.
Y'all
give me for that. Y'all never let me.
As long as we do this podcast, bro, you are never living that one down, brother.
That's funny. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jay for a long time listener, B. That's old. That's throwback. That's talking about.
Hell yeah! And I thought you were wild then. You still wild to this day.
Hey, that's funny, man. Hold me to it. It's okay. That's why I'm up here. I'm up here to give my thoughts, and y'all can hold me to it. So it's all good. I have no problem being wrong whatsoever. You're not gonna make me feel bad for being wrong. And my fifth takeaway was that we actually played a complete game. And we finished the game, Dave. The cardiac cats were not to be found in this game. We made it happen.
Wire to wire.
Yeah, wire to wire. We went ham and did what it do and finished the game out. And I'm happy about it. So shout out to the Panthers for finishing the game and doing what they do. All right. So that's my 5 takeaways. You got anything else to take away from the game, Dave?
Well, I want to talk about the red zone offense being much better. You don't understand how happy I was to see us get into the red zone and actually freaking getting touchdowns instead of freaking field goals, man.
Yeah.
You don't know how thrilled I was watching that, man. I loved it. And the thing is, I was happy that we beat the Chargers, but I was just irritated at the same time because I knew we could have dominated more, and we did that. We did that yesterday, which is awesome to see.
Facts. 100. Agree with you, Dave. 100%. All right, let's get into stock up, stock down, everybody's favorite segment. I got a lot of stock ups and I got a few stock downs. Dave, I found something. I found somebody to get this smoke.
So you can't play a much better game than what we had.
I found somebody to.
We're gonna need something like that next week. It's gonna be like flip flop next week.
I found somebody to get this smoke. Believe that, Dave. Trust me, I found it. All right.
I know you did.
I got a lot of ups. All right, let's get to it. Matt Rule, Dave. Matt Rule gets a stock up for me. Again, I think they put it together. They put it together, both sides of the defense. It's just really cool to see. It's funny how we come out, and I don't know if they watch this podcast or not. I'm sure Matt Rule got somebody out here on his analytics team watching this show, because it's funny how anytime we call them out for something, they fix it the next week. I mean, it's funny because we sit up here and we rag. It's amazing how we rag on Ron Rivera for years and games and years and games for his clock management, and it never works. Nothing ever something that we critique never gets fixed. But Rule has come out and they fixed the issues. Whether it's the run defense, and it's early, it is very early. But I'm talking about through four games, where there's been gaps, whether it's been the run defense, whether it's been the red zone offense, they have come out and fixed it. It's not big problems. The tackling, everything has been fixed. They've checked a lot of boxes. So I want to shout out to Matt Rule for doing this thing. He's doing his thing. Listen, I gotta give props. I did not like the hire. I'm gonna be fully transparent. I did not like the hire, but he's come out and he's done pretty well considering the circumstances. If you really look at it, the 4 games, this would have been preseason, and we progressed every game. We're getting better. We're getting better and better and better every game. And I'm not saying we're going to come out here and make the playoffs. That's not what I'm saying. But I like the progression that I'm seeing. And now that we're plugging these gaps, it's just a matter of being consistent at this point. Because now you have to adjust. People are going to adjust to you. Now we need to see how you're going to adjust back. And so that leads me to anything on Matt Rule, Dave? Because I know I think we both killed Matt Rule.
I gotta own up, man, because I was tough on this guy the first 2 weeks.
Facts. And you gave him stock down.
I did. But here's my thing. Here's my thing, right, with regards to that, man. If we out here able to get this man stock up in 4 weeks, my stock down was warranted.
That's fair. Listen.
My stock, but I will commend. I will commend Matt Rule. He has done a really good job when it comes to adjusting from college to the NFL. He hasn't lost the team, which is a beautiful thing. The team is believing in him. He's making the proper adjustments. He's getting better as a coach.
He is.
And I have to give him credit for that.
Same. I second that. Well said, Dave. I second that. So that leads me to the next guy that gets a stop.
No, I said, no, wait, Marcus, we need to clear this up right now. We need to clear this up right now before you go to the next slide. I didn't say I wanted Rule fired. I said if we go 0-16, it needed to be considered. We probably need to get him out the paint. Like, that's what I said. I think if he's successful, he can stick around just like any other coach. But just like Rashad, I wasn't a big fan of the hire. I thought there were other candidates, and it looks like Houston's about to get Bieniemy since they out here firing Bill O'Brien after he traded the damn team away in 4 weeks. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Bieniemy's out of the question now. Houston will be ignorant if they don't hire Bieniemy.
You want to talk about G? And I'm not an expert on Houston's situation. I haven't been in tune with what they're doing. But dog, you don't trade away the best receiver in the game and then just get fired like that. You're not about to. You owe me. And something.
You don't get anything for him, really.
You owe me. Yo, you gotta, fam. Something gotta give, B. Like you gotta.
But it's just amazing. Like it almost felt like I know we're going off the rails, but it's fine.
We are. It
almost got to the point where it was like, yo, is he really trying to fire you out here trading your wide receiver, your best wide receiver in the NFL? You out here trading for Harley for peanuts.
Fam.
You ain't getting nothing for him.
That's awful. You not about to, you at least about to suffer. You about to go 0-16. I'm gonna make you ride this out. I'm gonna make you suffer for trading away my best receiver. You got it.
But the thing is, it's on ownership too. It's on ownership too.
It is, and they let it happen. Which they gave him all the power. He had GM. He was coach. He had too much power. Man. You're not about to do that. But anyway, we went off the rails a little bit. Good. It was good conversation. But again, shout out to Matt Rule. He's done a good job so far. Again, very small sample size, but through 4 games, he's done very, very well so far. I'm not gonna say this is about where I thought we would be. A little bit. I would say a little bit over expectations. A little bit over expectations for what I've seen so far. Considering the fact that we've had no preseason and all that stuff with COVID.
And considering that we've been competitive in every game.
Yeah, we've been competitive. Been competitive. I think the players are playing
Like
for each other.
you're talking 4 or 5 plays for 4-0, which is
True.
insane to think about.
True.
You
All
know?
right. All right, moving on. Second stock up. Again, I apologize, Mr. Brady. I gave you stock down last week. It was not deserved. That was
I defended him last week.
It was
just
on
so
execution. You might have. You might have. I probably
No,
wasn't
there's no might in it, bro. But it's okay.
you might have. I wasn't listening to you. But shout out to Joe Brady. Listen, the guy came out and took advantage of the weaknesses. And listen, let's get some context to this victory, okay? I'm not trying to rain on the parade, but they were down 2 safeties. They were down 2 safeties, 2 starting safeties in Buda Baker and Chris Banjo, and we attacked. We went right at the safeties. They had so many blown coverages, it wasn't even funny. But they played a lot of man to man, and those crossing routes, those rub routes underneath, it was like clockwork. Nobody can hang with our receivers man to man. It's just not possible. And I think they took advantage of it. And so that's just you deserve stock up, Mr. Brady, especially for having the players execute, finding the right plays for the guys to execute. They did a good job. So shout out to Joe Brady. And you got the stock up partially because I gave you stock down last week and you didn't deserve it. But go ahead, Dave. Anything on Joe Brady?
Joe Brady did a good job. He deserves it, man. He deserved to get this stock up. Phenomenal play calling during that game. He turned everything around about all my beefs with what happened the previous week.
Yep.
They went to the red zone, pretty much scored a touchdown each time. So
Facts.
phenomenal.
Facts.
Bravo.
Great game. Great call. I saw the naked bootleg that was an accident that wasn't supposed to happen, but it looked like a well drawn up play. So I'm gonna give you credit for that, even though that may not have been the call. You get credit for that call, Joe Brady, on fourth and 2. All right, moving on. Next, I'm giving all the coaches stock up. Phil Snow getting a stock up, even though you look dorky on this picture. You definitely got to get a stock up because the defense came to play. The youngins was balling. The secondary is playing well. Listen, this defense is way beyond where I thought they would be. Not even the defense is playing so well right now. And listen, what I'm seeing through 4 games, Dave, is that it's not just hey, we're gonna run out here and run our defense no matter what. It looks like we're not just blindly going out here and playing defense. It's calculated. Listen, you didn't see any sacks this game, or you saw 1 sack, excuse me. But we weren't out here just throwing all we got at Kyler Murray because they know he can take off. So it's not always about sacks. It's about pressure, getting the pressures, and they drew it up well. The secondary played well. Listen, we might got us a cornerback, a couple of cornerbacks, and put in the right position. So it's starting to come together. Phil Snow, he called a good game. And listen, it's not always about sacks because I know we're looking for sacks all the time, but it's about pressures. And they did a good job with containing Kyler Murray. He didn't do much. I think he had like 130-something yards passing. He was under pressure the whole game. Shout out to Phil Snow. Dave, anything on Phil Snow?
Phil Snow out here living his best life, and we gave him a lot of grief too.
Oh yeah.
He turned that defense around, man. If he can keep this up, it's going to be problematic. I walked into this season thinking that we're not going to have much of a defense this season.
Facts.
And I was content, and I was fine with that. I was content with that. But if Phil is out here having these boys playing a defense, we might be problematic, man.
And it's young, Dave. That's the thing. It's young. It's a young defense. And dudes are balling. Balling. I mean, I'm excited about the defense, man. They're gonna do nothing but get better. I'll talk about the individual guys later, some of them, but yeah, no, I agree. Marcus is saying it. It definitely, the schedule does get far worse, but I think we'll also improve too. Like, I think you'll still listen. One game at a time. Of course, we're gonna get torched. Guys are gonna get torched. It's gonna happen, but I'm looking a little bit down the future. I'm looking at what we've got. Maybe like a couple years from now, these guys pan out. Like, it could be problematic. These guys are gonna be good, and of course they're gonna take their lumps. It's gonna happen. Dudes are gonna get burnt, but it is what. Right now they're playing well, and I think it's a game by game scenario. Like, I think you'll see us get multiple sacks per game. You'll see us get some picks, but again, it's just gonna be dependent on the game plan. I think they're switching it up every game. All right. So anything else on Snow Day?
I'm good on Snow.
All right.
Congrats to him, man.
Yeah. Moving on. Teddy gets a stock up for me, Dave. I'm gonna try my best not to take this down a rat hole we don't need to go down, okay? But let's just run these numbers, Dave. Teddy Bridgewater went 26 of 37 for 276 yards, 2 passing TDs, one interception, 6 rushes for 32 yards, adding 1 rushing TD. And Dave, right now, Teddy Bridgewater is currently ranked 4th in passing yards in the league. 4th. Top 5. 75. He's got a 73.5 completion percentage, Dave. Teddy's balling right now, okay? So I want to know, before I go down this rabbit hole, Dave, please tell me what else you guys are looking for from Teddy Bridgewater. Tell me, please. What are you expecting from Teddy Bridgewater?
Ready me to play the devil's advocate?
Please tell me, Dave. What are you expecting? Please.
He needs to throw more touchdown passes.
Okay, he's got 4 touchdown passes. He threw 2 in this
That's
game.
the only flaw. He's got everything else. When I saw the numbers about like he was like top 5 in passing yards, I'm thinking to myself,
He's
good grief,
4th.
that's
He's 4th.
Yeah. So when you take that into account, it gets interesting to say the least with regards to Mr. Bridgewater.
So go ahead, David.
Only beef I have is that he doesn't have enough TDs.
Okay,
Everything else he's fine.
I think, and I will attribute that to just timing. Listen, I think Teddy Bridgewater, if you watch this game, he's more confident in his offensive line. He's trusting his offensive line. That takes time. You know what I'm saying? Give him some time, and I think the team will come together. The chemistry's starting to come along. Give him some time. So my tank for Trevor, my tank for Fields, my tank for Trey Lance, all of that crap. What else do you like? What do you want? What else do you want? I know it's early, but I'm asking for right now through 4 games. What else do you want? That's all. That's what I'm asking. What else do you want from like Teddy's doing a good job. He's doing a good job here, man. What else do you want?
He is.
Through 4 games, of course he's gonna take some lumps, but he's on pace for 4,500 yards. When the last time we seen that, Dave?
Cam's never thrown 4,500 yards.
Dave, I didn't want to do it. And I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. But I compared his numbers to to Cam Newton's first 4 games, the last time he was healthy. And I don't think y'all want me to go through them. I'm not gonna do it, Dave. But when Cam Newton was healthy, the first 4 games in 2018, y'all was bugging. And Teddy's numbers are better. He doesn't have the touchdowns. I'll give you that. He doesn't have the touchdowns that that Cam had. I'll give you that. But his passing numbers are better, and his rushing numbers are comparable. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. I'll do it.
They ain't ready, man.
I'll do it. I don't want to do it because I did not want to make this a Cam versus Teddy thing. But it's a lot of people out here. It's a lot of people, some Teddy haters out here. And I'm not saying Teddy's a long-term answer. My position has always been give Teddy a chance. That's all I've said. All right. That's
Look,
all
man,
I
there ain't really much to say. Like, you know, we know that Teddy as a quarterback is more accurate than Cam. Let's clear that up now. Like, but Cam's having a
far more accurate. Not even Teddy's 73.5 completion percentage right now through 4 games.
Carolina,
I won't bring up the other.
Cam's never had that in Carolina.
I won't bring, and y'all were elated. Y'all were elated when Cam was at 65%. Y'all were elated. Y'all were like, yo, he's great. The percentages are up. It's fantastic. But I'ma chill, B. I'ma chill.
I know that Cam's balling in New England.
Yeah, I'm not taking nothing from Cam.
Yeah, like he's balling in New England. But the thing is, those numbers that he's doing in the New England right now, he's never been that accurate of a passer in Carolina.
Dave, I'm not even comparing Cam Newton right now. I'm comparing Cam Newton from the Carolina Panthers Cam Newton in 2018. That's what I'm comparing. Last time he was healthy, before he got injured that year in Pittsburgh. That's what I'm comparing. Because a lot of y'all were extremely happy with those performances. But all I'm saying is give Teddy some credit. All right, let me get off this Teddy Bridgewater conversation for you. I maybe pull some stats. All right, Let me move on. All right. Anything else on Teddy before we move on, Dave?
Nah, we're good, man.
All right. Yetur Gross Matos, or Yetur, excuse me, fam. He was the highest graded defender on the team from PFF. He had 2 tackles, 1 sack, 1 hurry, 3 stops, 1 forced fumble on the strip sack that's pictured right here. Yetur, welcome to the NFL. You finally had your breakout game. And listen, I said it last week. It's never been fair to compare Yetur to what Jeremy Chin is doing, to what Derrick Brown is doing. He was being held to a standard that wasn't fair because our other rookies were balling out. He was kind of dwindling into the background a little bit. So, I want to give him some props. Take your time, Yetur. I don't want to rag on him too bad. He had some injury issues. I think he was sick or something last week. He missed a couple practices, but he came back healthy. He played. His family was there. He balled out. Welcome to the NFL, Yetur. Keep it up. Hopefully he keeps progressing because if we can get Yetur, Brian Burns to those edges to play well, fam, it's gonna be ugly long term. Dave, any thoughts on Yetur?
Welcome to the NFL, Rook. I'm glad you finally showed up and had a great game.
Yeah, he had a
Happy
great
for
game.
him.
He had a great game. Great game. All right, that's all I got on Yetur. Anything else? Nope. Good.
Nope. Keep it moving. 'Cause I know you got a bunch. I
All
know what I watched yesterday.
All right, Justin Burrs. Justin Burrs deserves some stock up. I got him as a defensive end. He's a cornerback. I didn't change that. Excuse me. Or safety. Justin Burrs had 6 tackles, 1 pass breakup, and he was great in coverage. He had that pass breakup on, I think that was Christian Kirk. Almost had a pick. He didn't get it, but Justin Burrs has been playing well. He deserves some stock up love. I'll keep moving. Anything on Justin Burrs?
I'm happy that this free agent signing worked out, to say the least. I'm very happy this was worked out.
He got a 2-year deal. He'll be around for another year, so we will see Justin Burrs. Dave, we got to give Greg Little some love, okay? We got to give Greg Little some love. Hey, give Greg Little some love. Stock up for Greg Little. Hey, he had that bomb pancake out on that screen. I know you seen it. You seen it. Hey, listen, I'm happy for this dude. I know I ragged on him last week, gave him stock down. He deserved it because he's splitting carries as a pick we traded up for. It's time for this man to step it up. And listen, what was noted. I was listening to Matt Rule's press conference. He said that Okung could have played through his groin injury. He could have played, but Matt Rule said we were confident. We were confident in Greg Little, so we let him go out there and play. We let him go out there and play and show him what he's got. And Dave, they backed it up by giving him 71% of the snaps. Trent Scott still did play. He played 29% of the snaps at left tackle, but they gave him some time, and it wasn't perfect. It was not a perfect performance. It was not perfect. He gave up a QB hit. He gave up one pressure, and he had 1 penalty on a false start. But he played well. He played well today. The offensive line as a whole played well. And listen, it's about confidence for him. He needs to stay healthy. And listen, if he can put a couple games together and prove that he's healthy, this game might be the turning point we look back at and say, hey, that's where it all came together. And we need him. We need him to play well because if Russell Okung is only on a 1-year deal. We don't have a left tackle next year. Either we're gonna extend Russell Okung or we're gonna play Greg Little. We need Greg Little to play well because it's gonna help us in the cap. We can let Greg Little walk, and we can let Russell Okung walk, and we have a solid left tackle. I don't know that that's gonna happen, but I'm curious to see what they're gonna do moving forward. Are they gonna let Greg Little play, or are they gonna play Okung? I'm a fan of letting. And listen, I didn't like it at first, but I see what they're doing. They're kind of bringing them on slowly. They're not just giving them all the work at one time. Last week they said, hey, take a couple of these snaps. Then next week we're gonna increase it. I was like, what y'all doing? But it works. It's working. So that being said, I like what they did. And Greg Little had a good game. Any thoughts on Greg Little, Dave?
Shout out to Greg making an appearance, man. I know we've been giving him a lot of grief because he couldn't stay healthy, but I'm glad he showed up and showed out. He had a decent day. I mean, he's playing pretty good. I mean, he's gonna be our future left tackle. I know folks don't want to hear it,
I hope.
But that's the
I hope he deserves it. I hope he earns it. Is what I meant to say.
yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, and all the chat saying pay Moton. Yeah, this is under the assumption that Taylor Moton is getting paid. That's not even a discussion. Like we need to pay him. That's
Yo,
not
if we don't pay Mo, we got bigger problems, bro.
Yeah, that's not even a discussion. But yeah. But anything else
Nope.
on Greg Little? All right, moving on. Derrick Brown, Dave, had a couple monster joints. Had a couple monster run stops. That's what we drafted you for, young fella. That's what we drafted you for, B. He was the second highest rated defender on PFF for the Panthers. He had 1 hurry, 2 tackles, and those 2 stops, the 2 monsters run stops, 1-on-1, mano y mano. That's what we drafted you for. He balling. This is like his 3rd or 4th appearance on Stock Up. I'm loving what I see out of Derrick Brown. And shout out to DB. He played a hell of a game. Any thoughts on Derrick Brown, Dave?
Derek's playing grown man line stuff now, man. He's grown man right now, yo. He ain't playing grown man. He ain't.
He's playing monstrous right now.
Yeah, man. He's playing like where we drafted him.
He was making those Auburn plays. Those Auburn plays that I was highlighting back in the day when I was doing the film sessions. Like I saw that in this game. Like he was throwing cats. Like DB's balling, man. Shout out to Derrick Brown, man. He had a hell of a game. He's playing well. Had a bad game, I think, against the Bucks, but rebounding from that. These last 2 games, he's been playing very, very well. All right, moving on. The running backs, Dave, Mike Davis, Reggie Bonnafon, both of them stock up. They're proving why Christian McCaffrey's replaceable, Dave. Mike Davis, 16 carries, 84 yards, 1 touchdown, 5 receptions, 27 yards, 111 all-purpose yards. That sounds McCaffrey-esque. Hey, Mike Davis gets injured. Enter Reggie Bonnafon. 10 carries, 53 yards, 2 receptions, 18 yards, and a receiving touchdown for 71 all-purpose yards. Dave, you add those 2 together, you almost got 200 all-purpose yards. Sounds like a McCaffrey number to me, Dave. I mean, they played well, man. It's next man up. The curious thing for me, Dave, is what happens with Reggie Bonnafon next. We can no longer activate him from the practice squad. He has to be signed. We can't bring him up no more. You only get 2 opportunities to bring an activated dude from the practice squad. So now, you got to make a decision on him. Are you going to bring him? Are you going to pay him? Or excuse me. Yeah, you're going to have to pay him. You got to activate him.
Got to pay him.
You got to pay him something and then activate him. And then what does that do moving forward? Because when Christian McCaffrey comes back, what are you going to do? Are you going to release him? And does the clock reset? I don't have a question about that. So if you release him,
Arma's in trouble, bro.
Arma's still getting love on 4th down. I don't know about that one. I don't know, man.
All I'm saying is Bonnafon is gonna like you can't put him on the practice squad. He'll get picked up.
You can put him, Dave. You can put him on the practice squad. You just can't activate him no more. But you can have him on the practice squad.
He's gonna get scooped up.
Facts.
He can get scooped up.
That too.
If a team puts him on the roster, he can get signed.
Yep.
So if you want to keep Bonnafon, you got to put him on the team. Somebody gonna have to get let go.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, man. I don't know what they're going to do, but pay attention to the news, what happens with Bonnafon, because it's going to be interesting. We're going to need him for at least 1 more week, because I think McCaffrey has 1 more week before he becomes eligible to be activated. So it's going to be it's going to be an interesting decision there with Bonnafon. But it's replaceable. You could see the numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. But shout out to Mike Davis. He's balling right now. And again, Mike Davis does this, okay? He does this. He's done it before. I think he was with the Bears. He did it with the Bears. He started before. So it is what it is. But yeah, C-Mac, take your time. Like Marcus says, don't rush him back. Don't rush back. It is what it is. But
yeah, please don't. Don't try to, because players will probably want to rush back when they see that other folks are out here applying a different level of pressure because, especially if Carolina keeps winning.
That's a good question. Do we pay Mike Davis after this season? I think his contract does expire. I think they'll find a way to keep him, honestly. I think he might take a little discount to stay here. Hometown. I don't know if it's hometown discount. But
yeah, he's from Columbia, so
yeah. So
he went to USC.
He'll take the hometown discount. But all right. That being said, shout out to the running backs. They're playing well. Mike Davis will continue to play well. As long as the scheme is what it is, they'll do well. All right, moving on. Jeremy Chin, once again, Dave. This kid is an absolute baller. He's a baller. Jeremy Chin had 8 tackles, led the team in tackles He's currently ranked 12th in the league in tackles. 12th. Right behind Levante. Yeah, right behind Levante David. The only thing he's missing, and listen, I'm not being critical. Don't take this as a criticism. But once it connects with him and he can start anticipating, he's going to be a serious problem because he doesn't have the pass breakups, he doesn't have the interceptions. But once he starts trusting what he sees, and he gets that anticipation, it's going to be a real problem having this dude on the field. He's going to be a problem. Okay, once he gets those instincts, it's going to be over, man. The kid is all over the place already. Once he can take that first step is a little bit quicker, it's going to be a problem, man. It's going to be a problem. And I'm really upset that you're not hearing talks of him being defensive rookie of the year. I'm not hearing it at all.
Yeah,
I
agree there, man. I think that's a travesty in itself.
It is, and I think he's got 3 more tackles than Patrick Queen from the Ravens. 3 more tackles than Patrick Queen from the Ravens, which is, I mean, you know how the Ravens scheme is. I mean, come on now. He's got 3 more tackles. He's got to be in line. He's got to be top 3. Chase is hurt. I mean, come on now. Put some respect on this man's name. But he's deserving it. He's balling right now. Shout out to Jeremy Chin. Anything else on Jeremy Chin, Dave?
Nah, man. Jeremy out here living his best life.
I just can't wait till he gets that second. That when his instincts kick in and he got that quicker first step, it's gonna be a problem. A problem. Go ahead, my fault. Did I cut you off?
No, you good. No. Shout out to Jeremy, man. He out here balling out of his mind, man. I'm loving seeing this by the squad, man. You don't understand how happy I was watching that game yesterday. I was so happy.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. All right, moving on, because I got some more ups. We still on the ups. We still got plenty of ups. Dave, Rasul Douglas. Rasul Douglas is a baller. Okay, when I see number 24, I can't tell if it's Josh Norman, Bradbury. It seemed like that number 24 go on, and it steps up, okay? Because this dude is balling right now. And I'm going to do a video this week because everybody's hyping up because they see James Bradbury. His PFF number is all great. He's like one of the top 3 corners in PF according to Pro Football Focus, even though he's a zone cornerback. And the way Pro Football Focus works is that you get attributed if you're the closest. They play a lot of zone, right? And it attributes to the catch is whoever's closest to the receiver at the time of the reception. Okay, so just it's a lot of context to go into those numbers. But this dude, D-Hop, he put the clank on D-Hop, okay? D-Hop had 4 targets while Rasul Douglas was guarding him. 4 targets. He had 3 receptions, D-Hop did, for 18 total yards. This is on Rasul Douglas. And according to Matt Rule, Rasul Douglas shadowed D-Hop. You heard it here first. Shadowed. Not play zone corner. Shadowed him, okay? He shadowed D-Hop. Let's be clear. D-Hop got shadowed by Rasul Douglas, okay? So, I'm going to do a video on James Bradbury versus Rasul Douglas. Y'all can keep y'all $16 million investment while we paying this dude pennies. And he's balling right now. Okay? And he was also on Christian Kirk for one target. And Christian Kirk did get 1 reception on him for 8 yards. And he also got targeted while guarding Larry Fitzgerald with no receptions on that. So he was targeted a total. Rasul Douglas, we're talking about, was targeted for 6 total targets, 4 receptions, 26 yards. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Rasul Douglas is balling, B. He's balling. And the dude came up off the streets game 1 and came in immediately balling. And he's a leader, too. He approached Matt Rule and said, yo, I don't like the way dudes is looking. In the locker room. We don't trust each other. So he had Rasul Douglas went and talked to Matt Rule and said, hey, we need to know each other. We need to play for one another. This is Rasul Douglas, B. Leadership, B. Shout out to Rasul Douglas, man. Quickly becoming one of my favorite players on the defense. It's a lot. A lot of dudes on defense become my favorite player. Chin up there. Brown up there. Burns up there. It's a lot of them, all right? Shout out to Rasul Douglas, man. Dave, any thoughts on Rasul Douglas?
Balling, man. Everybody's just balling.
D-Hop had the clank. Okay, Dave, locked up. Akon won't let him out. And did you see how he forced D-Hop out of bounds while looking for the ball? Did y'all see that play where D-Hop caught the ball one-handed out of bounds, but he was because he was looking at the ball, forced him out of bounds. There was no PI. Great play by Rasul Douglas, man. Great play. All right, moving on. One more. I think this is my last one. Robby Anderson. Again, up here again. 11 targets, 8 receptions, 99 yards receiving. I mean, come on, B. Come on, dog. Robby Anderson. He might not know the words to the song. He might not know who Sir Purr is. What's the bear doing? But the dude is balling, okay? He's balling out his mind right now.
What's the bear doing?
He's balling out his mind right now, and I'm telling y'all, he got shooters, okay? So stock up. I don't think even if he deserves stock down, I don't think I'm giving it to him because he got shooters, B. I'm not giving anybody that got shooters stock down, all right? So shout out to Robby Anderson. He's on pace for like 1,500 yards. It's crazy, man. And I only gave him like 600. Shame on me. Shame on me. Dude is balling right now. Robby Anderson, it's not quite he's putting up wide receiver 1 numbers, but it's the target share is split. And I think Jared asked this question last week. Jared asked this question, and I did the research. So here's the target share, Dave. Robby Anderson, 27% of the targets. DJ Moore, 26% of the targets. And I lumped Mike Davis and CMC together because it's running back. It was for the purposes of running back position. For the running back position, 26% of the targets, okay? Curtis Samuel, 14% of the targets. Seth Roberts, 5% of the targets. I didn't include tight ends. They're not getting enough love. But Reggie Bonnafon, 2% of the targets, okay? It's very, very split. I mean, it's equally split. But, Dave, here's the context. Reggie Bonnafon is the 2%. Dave, here's the context. Who do you trust more? When you're a quarterback, you trust the guy that's going to catch the ball. Dave. Here's where the rubber meets the road. All right? This is completion percentage when targeted. Dave, Robby Anderson is 82%. 82% Robby Anderson is. DJ Moore, about 56. He's about 56%. That's not good. The trust factor between the two is not there. Curtis Samuel's a little under 80%. Seth Roberts is about 65%. Mike Davis,
higher than DJ Moore.
Yeah, Mike Davis and the running backs are about 87%, and Reggie Bonnafon is 100%. So Robby Anderson, 80%, 82% of his targets he's catching. DJ Moore, under 60%, it's like 56% of his targets are being caught. The trust factor ain't there between them two. The chemistry is not there. Listen, DJ Moore is still on pace for about 1,200 yards, to be honest. I'm just pointing out the fact that the chemistry ain't there. They're not on the same page for him to have a 56% completion percentage. It's not there yet. But yeah, Reggie Bonnafon is the far right. Bonnafon is 100%. He's only had 2 targets. He caught both of them. So I should have took Bonnafon out of this for this exercise, but he was there. My bad. But yeah, the connection between them two is not there. When it gets there though, I think they'll be fine. But right now, the connection between DJ Moore and Teddy Bridgewater is not there yet. Robby Anderson, DJ, they got it going. Robby Anderson and Teddy, they got it going. All right. So, does that make sense for everybody? Any comments on that, Dave?
DJ Moore's killing me in fantasy, bro. Killing me.
I mean, he's still having a good. I mean, still having a decent. He's not putting up the touchdown. I don't think he has a touchdown yet. But he's getting targets. He's got 26% of the target share. It's about equal, but he's just not translating them. So the numbers are there for your fantasy folks. So for the fantasy folks, the numbers are there. He just gotta catch them. And he had a drop. This past game. All right. It's just not there. It'll get there. Be patient with DJ. All right, that's it for that. Stock down, Dave. Stock down. Here we go. Here's first stock down. I gotta get that end zone paint stock down. That's number one. The end zone paint is garbage. The little squished up lines, that's trash. I had to find something, Dave. I had to find something. That end zone paint is garbage. Give me the black. Give me the black with the blue Panthers stretched out across the field. I like that paint. Dave, what's your thoughts on the end zone paint being squished up? Does it matter?
No.
It don't matter.
My bigger beef. Yeah, my bigger beef is like ever since it should be spread out more.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's so much real estate that's not being utilized.
Yeah, it's yeah. Maybe it's budget cuts. I don't know.
There's no way.
You got bunker suites, but you can't paint the field. I mean, you out
here. Look, man. All you really gotta do when you sit down and think about it, all you gotta do if you really want to make it intense, you can paint it blue and black. You ain't even gotta put Carolina Panthers on the ends. But then they'll probably complain about the amount of paint it takes to do that. So
yeah. I'm sure it's a budget thing, but I just thought that did not look. It's not appealing to me. Anyway, moving on. That's one stock down, Dave. I got four total. All right. Second stock down goes to Cardinal special teams. All right. Cardinal special teams. Them dudes, for some reason, they brought Farrell Cooper all the smoke. B. I know he used to play for them, but these dudes was gassed up for no reason. They gotta chill, man. I don't know what was wrong with them dudes. They were super gassed up for no reason. These dudes got a number 47 specifically. I don't know what his problem is. This dude was all up in Farrell Cooper's face. This dude gotta relax. They all gotta relax. But yeah, they were tripping for some reason. They were tripping. They wanted all the smoke with Farrell Cooper. But anyway, Dave, any thoughts on the Cardinal special teams going at Farrell Cooper like that? They were tripping.
They want to make sure they weren't going to kill him, man. It's a revenge type. It was a counter revenge game for the Cardinals.
It's blood and guts. I guess they were trying to make it blood and guts.
It was the reverse blood and guts.
Yeah. All right.
There's no other way to think about it.
All right, now I'm getting to the real stock down now. I do got two real stock downs, okay? Two real stock downs. Y'all might not like the first one. I don't care. I'm going to give it to y'all anyway. All right? K1 Short. This is like his third time on stock down, okay? I was asking the entire game. If y'all was watching with me live, I was asking the entire game, where's K1 Short? Where's K1 Short? What's K1 Short doing? What's K1 Short doing? He had one tackle. Man. This dude's getting paid 20-something million to do nada. He's had injury issues. He came back, didn't do jack. Okay? Listen, and I gave him stock down. If you look into the future, we're looking for that cap space, Dave. Zach Kerr, who is, if you want to compare stats, I mean, they doing the same thing. If you want to compare tape, they doing the same thing. Zach Kerr's under contract next year. Zach Kerr's on a 2-year deal, Dave. Bravion Rowe was drafted. The setup, I think they saw it coming. K1 Short ain't it. He ain't it, B. He ain't it, dog. I'm sorry. You gotta step up, B. I know it's not 2015, but one tackle is ridiculous, B. Yes, I fully expect us to let KK walk next year. He's getting older. He's gonna be like 31, 32, and I don't think it's necessary. We played well. It's not a contract. No, he got one more year. He's under contract. He's under contract one more year, but he's cuttable. He's cuttable without too much dead cap. He's cuttable next year. But yeah, KK, man, it ain't looking good for KK. I'm sorry. It's not good. It's not good. His performance was piss poor. Okay. All right. Anything else on K1?
KK? Nah, man. He's rough. He's having a rough season so far. The injuries might have caught up to him.
Maybe it was his first game back. I was gonna cut him a little bit of slack, but nah. Now, not when you getting paid that much. You got expectations, and you a former All Pro, former Pro Bowler. Like we need more from you, bro. We need more from you. So you got to step it up, dog. But yeah, Shout out to Zach Kerr though. Zach Kerr is Do you want me to do all 22 on KK? I'll do it. I'll give y'all some. I'll give y'all some feedback. I don't know. I gotta get to my Rasul Douglas, James Bradbury comparison first, and then I'll get to KK. But yeah, K1 is on a decline. All right, moving on. Dave, anything else on KK? My bad.
Let's get to the last one, man.
Last one. Penalties, Dave. Penalties. The penalties ain't it. We are the ninth most penalized team in the league. We have a total of 27 penalties, Dave. 27 is a lot. That's a lot of penalties. And we have a total of 244 penalty yards. That's 10th. 10th best in the league. And that's not something you want to be best in. You want to be near the bottom. Like 32nd would be nice. We're top 10 in penalty yards and top 10, ninth to be specific, in penalties. The discipline ain't there. We got to fix that. We got a lot of some personal foul joints being called, some ticky-tack joints, but we'll be all right. The offense, I think, have 5 penalties alone this game. I think it's something that can be fixed. Not too concerning, but it's a trend. It's a trend right now. It's not a good one. Oops, not a good one. All right, any thoughts on the penalties, Dave? It's not good, man.
Well, I mean, it's as long as it doesn't cost us games.
Good.
It's going to, but like, you know, it's something that needs to be cleaned up. But then there's a point where you're like, all right, it's the good that outweigh the bad. And right now, I mean, it's rough. Like last week, penalties wasn't too bad. The week before that, there was a lot of that was hurt. That was painful. There's a couple of terrible penalties, but nah, man, it's good. We're winning, so I'm not really too concerned yet. Yeah.
When do you?
Yeah,
get
I can't. Huh?
When do you get concerned?
If we're playing somebody really, really good, and these penalties are freaking costing us left and right. I mean, it's early. They didn't have a preseason. Very young team. I mean, this is kind of expected. So I'm not panicking yet.
I don't know, man. It's we got to get it under control. Even Rule said we got to get it under control. So
yeah, I watched the presser with Rule.
yeah,
he said that was pretty much the biggest thing that he was concerned about. Yeah, like Marcus said, like we can't be out here doing this against the Chiefs. It's problematic against a really good team.
Yeah,
we can do it next week though.
Next week would be an optimal time to do it. It would be optimal for sure.
I'm just hoping they keep the coach around longer. But
all right, my bad. All right, so let's see here. That's all I have for stock up, stock down. All right, next week, Dave. Like I think you alluded to it. Next week, Dave. I know I said I wasn't gonna be. I was trying not to get invested. Dave.
Nah, but division games are different, bro. Especially when it's these freaking guys,
I was trying
man.
not to get invested, Dave. I try my best, man. I try my best.
It's different.
We're playing good enough for me to have a little bit of expectation.
Are you ready now, huh?
Yeah,
now you out here, you ready to talk your tritted ass.
Sick and tired of losing to these cats, man. I'm tired of losing I don't know what the streak is. Can you look that up real quick, Dave? I don't know what the streak is.
Do I have to?
Please look it up.
I don't want to though, man.
Just look it up for me, man. I don't know what the streak is. I don't know how many times we lost to these cats, but I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. So we have got to win this game. It's in Atlanta. We've got to win. I'm tired of losing. I need a W. I tried not to get invested, Dave. I really did. I tried my best. But I'm kind of invested now, and I don't want to lose this game.
All right, let's see here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Let me see.
4, 5. Yeah, the last time we beaten these dudes was 2017.
That's awful, man. That's awful. The last time we beat the The Atlanta Falcons was
November 5th.
That's awful.
November 5th, 2017.
Fam.
We've
The
lost
Ci-
5 straight against these dudes.
5 straight games against the Falcons, man. The city we need this.
Now to make you guys feel a little bit better about
Dave.
it, to make you guys feel a little bit better about it. I mean, the last time we lost to this dude's 5 straight, we won the next one.
I don't. Well, I mean that's great, but
I'm just letting you know, just awareness. Now, granted, we did have a time back in the early 2000s where we lost to these dudes 6 straight. And lost 9 of 10.
It's not at home. It's on the road. It's in the nest, the bird's nest. But I'm sick and tired of losing these. And they're playing right now, so they're gonna have a short week of preparation. And I think they're losing right now. Hopefully, Dan Quinn will be fired. I think Slim said it. Hopefully.
No, I don't want. Look, what did I just tell you, bro?
My bad, Dave. My bad.
We gotta keep him here. Now, granted, now there's competition with the enemy.
That's true.
Because he might end up in Houston.
That's true. That's true. All right.
Houston's probably a better spot for him because Matt Ryan's close to retirement. He's washed, and Deshaun Watson can hit his stride. So if I was the enemy, I would go to. If I had a pick, I think I'd rather go to Houston.
All right, Dave. Go ahead and join the conference call real quick.
All right.
Welcome and thank you for choosing freeconferencecall.com. You're helping people around the world communicate for free. You are the only participant in the conference.
Go ahead.
Dang it. Play the music. Get in there.
They always play the music.
Get in there.
That's the hit. All right, let me go ahead and mute on here.
There we go. All right. There we go. All right, so the phone lines are open, man. Get in there. Get in the phone lines. Holla at us. What y'all thinking? I want to hear where the Teddy Nation. Where are the people? The tank for Trevor folk. That's who I want to hear from. I want to hear y'all thoughts on Teddy Bridgewater and what are your expectations. Realistically, that's what I want to hear.
We got these numbers popping.
Jay Simp, talk to me, fam.
Jay Simp.
What's good, broski? Talk to me, broski. Talk to me, man. You the person I want to hear
from. So a few things. I called in a few weeks ago and I said, what are we looking for this season? It's all about growth. And we're seeing growth, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Now, let me just say this. You're going to see growth mostly because, you would like to see growth anyway, because we're playing rookies. We're playing like dudes who fresh out the womb. So they could only get better. I mean, they're young guys that can't get worse than what they are, right? Now, I think the Arizona game, over the course of the season, we'll look back at this game and say this was more of an anomaly than the rule. I think we match up well with Arizona. This college coach versus college coach. Kingsbury has a little bit of Chip Kelly in him in the sense that he never gives his defense a rest. Because the offense is trying to move so fast.
That's true.
So even when they do score, they usually score quickly or they have 3 and outs. So I think the offense looked a little bit better because of that. But regardless, we'll take the dub, we'll take the growth, right? My guys I want to highlight, Derek Brown, killing it. Had that stupid personal foul. Week was it 2?
Yeah,
versus Tampa.
Yep.
And since then has really, really played like a professional. I've been very impressed with both Jeremy Chin and Troy Pride Jr. Pride has had some more lumps than Chin has.
Yes.
Chin's definitely played better, but Pride has held his own and looks like a solid rookie. And you have to keep in mind with these guys, when you're evaluating them, Pride is a 4th-round pick. So, and he's out here looking like he could be a solid. He's playing that guy's a 2nd-round, maybe 3rd-round pick. He's really battling. Yes, he's going to get got sometimes, but is he growing? Is he putting himself in position to make the plays? That's what you need to be evaluating. But lastly, Mike Davis, man. Mike Davis is really showing that he's been worth every penny of that 4-year, $64 million extension for $16 million. Oh Oh wait, no, that's not.
I
Oh,
see what you did there.
wait, hold on.
Look
No,
at you,
no, no.
man. You out here throwing.
Wait,
these
no, I
jabs.
forgot. That's not Mike. That's not Mike. Mike Davis is making $3 million. Okay, so the guy who's making $16 million a year. Let me see what his stats were someday.
He's
Who might
hurt.
be
Let's be
looking,
fair. Be fair, bro. That man's
Hold on,
hurt.
I'm looking to see what his stats were this week.
Don't worry,
zero.
you've been looking a
Wait,
long
no carry?
time, brother.
Because he's hurt. Okay, so here's what I want to get to, and maybe y'all can have an episode on this. I don't know. It's a conversation I tried to bring up in the group chat. Nobody wanted to touch it, so I'm gonna bring it here. There is no team in the last I don't know how many years that pays a running back $16 million a year and is successful. Now, let me just say a few caveats. We paid Christian for him to be the face of the franchise and for his production. I get it. I get why we did it. We couldn't let Luke walk and retire, let Cam go, Greg go, all these guys go and be left without a face of the franchise. But you also cannot sit here and say that was a smart football move from a business standpoint. Because it's showing off now. It's showing off in Dallas. It's showing off in the Jets. When you pay running backs, you don't get $16 million worth of production from the running back position, especially when you can go get a guy off the street, pay him $3 million, go get Reggie Bonnafon, continue to bring him up and put him down on the roster, pay him pennies. Man's on a freaking Kroger salary with NFL snaps, giving us solid production. So I said all along I was a fan of the idea of getting rid of McCaffrey, trading him, see what you could get back. What are y'all's thoughts on that moving forward? And should that be something that we should be exploring?
I think it's too little too late.
Yep.
Of course, we should explore it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Realistically, I don't think it's going to happen. I think they love McCaffrey. I think he is the face of the franchise, and there's no chance it's going to realistically happen. Now, again, I speak in two different languages. I speak realistically and what I would do. What I would do is I would have traded him and I would not have signed him. And again, I want to be clear. I've said this I had to learn too. Like, it's a lot of people that are Christian McCaffrey, like, you know, they to the death. And I used to be that way. And listen, it's just the game. Like, it's about the production. We force-fed the hell out of Christian McCaffrey, and it equated to nothing. It equated to no wins. We were trash, top 10 picks. We're winning games now. Everybody's touching the ball. And my only concern is that when he comes back, is how is he going to blend back into the offense? Is it going to be feed McCaffrey day 24/7, or is it going to be organic? It was a little bit organic, but listen, we're 2-0 without him. Like, the proof is in the pudding. It's no coincidence. Everybody's getting involved. It's not feed Christian McCaffrey because you have him. So again, realistically, it's not going to happen. But should we do it? Yes, we should have. We should explore it. But it's not happening. It's not happening. But Jason, let me ask you a question. I want to hear your thoughts on Teddy Bridgewater, though.
I thought Teddy's played well. My thing with Teddy has always been, when I'm evaluating Teddy, it is from the standpoint of, is he the long-term option? And I think that when you evaluate him, I think even you said this earlier, is like, you'd be like, oh, well, he's played really well. And, you know, when you're looking at it as from the lens of, okay, is he our stopgap guy? Then you're saying, oh, he's playing really well, right? If you're looking at it, is he the future face of the franchise for the quarterback in the long haul? From that perspective, then you're put on a different lens. And that's always been the perspective of which I've looked at Teddy, because if we're going to be 6-10 or 7-9, then we're not going to be in the position to go get a guy who is the future face of the franchise. We're not going to be in a position to go get a Lawrence or a Fields, which would mean that he is the guy at that point. So then you need to evaluate him as such. And I think that's how I evaluate Teddy. So it is a credit to, of one, how good he is, but also two, to me, Teddy's like in that range of like, he's good enough to win you some games, or not lose you some games, but not good enough to really go out there and really win you 3-4 games.
Yep. So my only caveat or pushback on that is that there's several ways to win a Super Bowl, and we've seen it. We've seen guys go out there and dominate, and you're like your Patrick Mahomes, and we've seen game managers win Super Bowls too with solid backing. So I think there's several ways you can do it, and just because we don't have a Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields doesn't mean we can't get it done with Teddy. I'm not saying I'm not saying that he can do it this year, but I'm saying if we play our cards right, I think there's several ways you can win a Super Bowl. Can we do it with Teddy?
And
I don't know.
My pushback to that, just real quickly,
Yep.
is Teddy's in what, year 6 or 7?
Yeah, but it depends if you
Somewhere in
count
that
the
range.
years.
So
Yeah,
by
it
the
depends if
time
you
we're
count the
ready
years.
to compete, he'll be in year 9, year 10. So I question whether a game manager in year 9, year 10 can win you a Super Bowl.
No, that's
Sure
not fair.
can.
That's not fair.
First
Yeah,
of all,
that's
Trent
not fair
Difford did
either.
it.
Yeah, and
Trent
that's not
Difford
fair
did it.
either. That's
And
not
Brad
fair.
Johnson did
He
it
did
too.
it in
And
an
that ain't
era.
fair.
He did it in an era where quarterback play wasn't as valuable as it is now. Keep
But
that
that's
in mind.
That's not. Whoa, no. We're not going there. We're not going there
It's
because
true.
those guys. No, it's not. The Bucks had a freaking phenomenal defense. It wasn't like quarterback play didn't matter. Quarterback play
I'm
always
not saying it didn't
mattered.
matter, but it's not like the league is really different now from when Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl.
But dude,
had
you're
an
acting
elite
like.
def- they had
But
elite
dude,
defense.
just consider this. Consider this. The Super Bowl that we lost. We lost to freaking Denver. And it wasn't because Peyton Manning was lighting it up.
Definitely wasn't because of Peyton.
Yo, it wasn't because of that.
Several ways to skin a cat, dog. That's all I'm saying. And my thing with Teddy, and that's why I don't think it's fair to count Teddy the 9-year thing with Teddy is one because he got hurt, he got injured, so he had to sit the year, and then he got picked up, and then he played backup. He's never had. This is what his second or third, fourth year running a team, like his team. So I wouldn't count that 9-year. That 9-year thing doesn't equate with me. That doesn't make sense to me, because it's not 9 full years of starting quarterback. Does that make sense? Is that fair?
That's a fair point, but I still don't completely buy Dave's point with Dilfer. When you're talking about the Ravens defense was one of the best defenses of all time. The Broncos defense that we lost to was one of the best defenses of all time. So if you're telling me we have to build an all-time defense and to have a game manager,
What about Nick Foles?
I have.
What about Nick
reservations.
Foles?
What about Nick Foles?
I have a reservations on how possible that is.
What about Nick Foles, man?
Look what we building around right now. I think it's. I got to get to these other callers, but I think it's an interesting conversation. It's an interesting conversation. We got to revisit that.
We can continue it as the season goes on.
Sure, absolutely. Week by week, man. Week by week.
All right, y'all take care, both of y'all.
All right, good call, Jason.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Peace and happiness to both of you and your families.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, Austin, what's good, brother?
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Man, we
Good,
hanging
man.
in there, bro. Enjoying this
What's up,
W.
man?
Getting this
Yeah,
dub
man.
popping.
It felt weird, man, because it's like kind of like I said a couple weeks ago. I have no expectations, so it was like a bonus to me. You know, so like everything looked pretty good. Like the defensive pressure on the quarterback looked pretty good, which definitely helped out the corners. But yeah, the Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, the offense looked a lot more aggressive than it did before.
For sure.
Like it wasn't like a playing not to lose. It was like, all right, let's take some chances. So, you know, hopefully that kind of keeps up. This is like a bonus year, so yeah. Robby Anderson's one of my favorite Panthers now because of what's that bear doing? And
yo, Robby is hilarious.
You call him that? Yo, I've been saying you call him that for like 2 weeks, yo.
Yo, Robby is too funny. Yo, I want y'all to go back and watch Robby Anderson when they're singing Sweet Caroline, yo. Just go back and watch it, yo. That dude is hilarious, man. He is too gangster to be singing Sweet Caroline, man. It's too gangster.
He looked around like, when is this gonna be over?
Yo, he was like, yo.
Y'all sing that?
Yo, y'all sing that? Y'all know the words of that? Yo, that's funny, yo. That's funny, man. That's my dude. Not Teddy. Teddy, my dude too. But yo, Robby Anderson is my guy, man. I want to meet Robby Anderson. I want to meet him, man, because I think he's hilarious.
Yo, Robby might be from like, where's Robby from?
He's from Miami.
He's from Florida.
He's from Florida.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you see the dreads, Dave? You know where he's from.
Oh yeah.
He got the gunplay locks, yo.
He got shooters, man. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all, Robby Anderson got shooters, man. That's my dude.
Yo, if he doesn't want to talk to you, we'll know he's watching the show. You know why.
Robbie, hey, I don't want. Hey, look, Robbie, for real. If you watching me, I don't want no smoke. Let me look into the camera. I don't want no smoke, dog. You my guy. I ain't never said nothing bad about you, dog. Ah, man, hilarious. All right, Austin, you got anything else?
Wow. I guess a little off topic. You check out who you picked up for Charlotte FC?
I did. I didn't look into it, but I saw you tag me on the post. I did see it.
Yeah, I actually saw some of his highlights and everything. I like him better than the other guy, Sergio Ruiz.
Yeah, I gotta get in. It's football season now, so I'm all in on football. I ain't got no time to watch the soccer no more, yo. I'm all in on football.
It's all good, man.
Until it
you
come
got a
back
whole
around.
year.
Until it come back around. I'm getting there. I'm gonna get there though. I'm gonna get there though.
Hey, yo, no rush. No rush.
All right, Austin.
I'll send you the games via text.
Yeah, I keep watching them. All right, Austin. I'll holler at you, bro. I got one more call I get to.
All right, dude.
720, what's good? 720, what's up? We can't hear you.
Oh shoot! Sorry, I was on mute. What do you guys think about like Teddy Bridgewater? What if he goes for a couple years and then Will Greer starts after him? Like he gets groomed like kind of Aaron Rodgers story. Do you think that could ever happen?
Could it happen? I think anything could happen.
I just don't think Greer's going to be it. I'm just going to be honest with you, man. I think by the time we get to that point, we're going to draft another quarterback to go behind Bridgewater. Unless Greer shows a different level of progression that we haven't seen.
It's hard to make that assessment without like seeing him play. I can't predict that he's going to be the next Aaron Rodgers. Could it happen? I don't know. I have no idea. It'd be a great story if it did happen, but I don't know that it could happen though.
Yeah, and do you think Eli Apple was a good signing? Because I think like it wasn't good at all because at the beginning it was kind of a wasted year. They were going to tank, and they signed him on a 1-year deal, which makes no sense.
Yeah, no, I think what they were trying to do they were trying to just have a backup plan just in case. And once he got hurt, it was a blessing in disguise because we went out and got Rasul. I think had Eli Apple been healthy, I think there would have been no Rasul Douglas. And I think Rasul Douglas is balling right now. I don't know that. I don't know that'd be true because Pat Stewart may have went out and got him anyway after he got cut from the Eagles. But I don't know. I'm not gonna say it was a bad signing. I agree with you with the whole tank thing though, because they're clearly not tanking. They're playing hard, and they look like they could win a couple games. But I think they were just trying to get some depth in the secondary. And Eli Apple got hurt. I think he got hurt on the special teams play. And so he messed his hamstring up. I don't know if it's going to be a long-term injury or not, but I think it was a decent signing. I'm not mad at it, but I don't expect him to be around long-term.
And when do you think like the Panthers could realistically for a Super Bowl?
When can the Panthers realistically contend for a Super Bowl? I think it'll be I think you got to give them about 2 more years. Give them 2 more years, I think we'll be competitors. I'm hoping it. We're on the right track. I mean, we're building around these young guys. You got Jeremy Chin, you got Derrick Brown, some really good defensive players. We're building that defense. Maybe we can have an elite defense that everybody's talking about. Maybe we have that once in a lifetime defense, and Teddy Two Gloves can take us over the top. We don't know. Right now, it looks like we got a good start. So I think we keep building that defense and keep giving Teddy some weapons and let Joe Brady keep calling those plays. I think we're about 2 years along. And then you got to see what's happening around the division, too. Look what's happening around the division. You got Tom Brady and company. Yeah, they'll be all right for the next, maybe 1 or 2 years, maybe 1 year. This year, next year, they'll be all right. But what happens when Tom moves on? They'll be back rebuilding. And then you got to look at the Falcons. They'll be firing Dan Quinn next week after they lose to the Panthers. And then you look at the Saints. The Drew Brees is on his last leg, so the division is about to be ours. So we're gonna be close. We're gonna be close. I think we're closer than people think.
Yeah, we should be perennial division winners in about 2 years.
Yeah,
period.
Give us 2 years. I think we'll be right there as top division winners consistently. again. But it's 2 years is what I said to answer your question.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Well,
Any other questions?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you calling.
I
Bro.
appreciate the call.
Yeah, all right.
All right,
Thanks,
have a good
guys.
one. Yep.
You too.
All right.
All right, yeah,
That all?
that was it. That was it, Dave. We gonna call it there. Again, I think. Listen, Panthers fans, I know next week is a big week. We all want to beat the Falcons, and I've been up here saying, oh, dag nabbit. I've been up here.
I left.
I know. I got it. My bad. I've been up here saying, yo, take it easy 1 week at a time. But listen, I've seen enough to be partially invested in this game. I'm gonna be honest with you. 5 games in a row, we lost to the Falcons is unacceptable. And it's time for us to get a victory. I need a victory next week. We're playing well. I don't know what the Falcons. It's on behind me, but I have not turned around to see the score. But we need to get this W, okay? And if they lose this game, they're gonna be fired. They're gonna be pissed. They're gonna be pissed. They're gonna be ready. Okay, so we got to come with that heat. We can't get. I think Matt Rule said it. We can't get complacent with winning. We know how to. We tasted victory. We can't rest on our laurels. We gotta come with it every single week. And now we're at week 5. We're kind of know what we've got now. Let's see some consistency here. We need consistency. The players that we've got tape, we've got film out there now. People are gonna adjust to what we do. We've got to be able to adjust and play well and outcoach some teams now. Can Matt Rule do that? Only time will tell. But I'm trying to be cool. Dave. But I need this victory next week. I need it. I'm tired of losing to the Falcons, man. It's unacceptable.
Aren't we all? But all right.
Anything else, Dave? That's it?
Yeah, I'm done, man. I'm ready to deal with these kids. Nah, I wish. I'm about to log in and do some work, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. But all right, we about to get out of here, man. I might drop a bonus video this week. My Bradbury versus Rasul Douglas, and why it was a good move to let Bradbury walk. I think some people still don't get it. And I need to break it down for y'all. And I may do some other bonus videos. We'll see.
I'm doing waiver tomorrow at 8.
Hey man, yeah, y'all get on Dave. If y'all fantasy people, make sure y'all watch Dave's show for to get your waiver prep popping. I'm retired, so I picked a good year to retire.
You ain't kidding after what happened to me last weekend. Jesus Christ!
I picked a good year to retire, so I'm good. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all tune in, man. Tune in to all the extra content we giving y'all, other than the live reactions and the Monday shows, man. We having fun out here. It's so far so good, man. So far so good this year. I like what I see so far. Progression, consistency is what I need to see next. All right. That being said, we about to get out of here. You might not hear it, Dave, but I'm rolling the outro.
Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe so you are notified when new episodes are posted. You can also catch episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, and Podcast Addict. Review and rate this episode 5 stars and share it with all the Panther fans you know. And always remember, keep pounding.
Keep pounding, people, man. See y'all next week. I'm going live for the game for sure. Again, and we'll see y'all next week, all right? Peace out.
All right.